Hi, my name is David, and my daughter has been coming to Stowell now for almost 2 years. Initially, she didn't really say a whole lot. She wasn't very verbal. She had a hard time articulating her words, and we just thought that, she was just young and she was just a kid, but it wasn't really until she was 3 years old and she wasn't really developing any language skills that we sort of realized that there might be a problem. And so we had her evaluated. She was diagnosed with a speech and language um, disorder, and so we just started having her in speech therapy. And we honestly thought that that was the only problem that she had. She was very sociable. She was very friendly. She had fun interacting with her friends. She seemed very smart and capable. She had no problems, handling herself around the house and doing things like that. So we just thought we can just, fix her speech, fix her articulation, and then everything would be fine. But we went ahead and had her sort of evaluated again, and that's when she was diagnosed with more of a multiple learning disabilities, not only the speech, but also attention deficit, and specifically an auditory processing disorder, where she really didn't understand what we were saying to her when we were trying to talk to her. We just kind of took a leap of faith, brought her in for an evaluation here, and it's one of those things where, once we got a copy of At Wit's End, the book, and we started reading through that, and we listened to things that came up in our evaluation, we were like, oh my gosh, this is exactly my kid. Stowell put forth a very good argument that, we think we can cure your daughter. We think we can permanently fix this auditory processing problem. And so we went out on that leap of faith and said, okay, how much would it be worth to me? Because I think any parent at that age, all they want is for their child to be successful and to grow up and be independent. And so we started her sessions, and honestly, within a month, 2 months, 3 months, she was making the kind of progress that we didn't expect she could make for years. Now it's been 2 years, but even within, less than a year, it's like all of those things started to calm down. And she still has, attention deficit problems, but at the same time, she just feels so much more grounded. And there have been good days, there have been bad days, there have been good months, there have been bad months. But the progress has always been moving forward. And 2 years later, she's still in her gen ed class. She is interacting with all of her friends, all of her peers. She spends most of her time in the classroom environment with only, occasional pullouts to be with a special ed teacher for certain things, but she's reading at her grade level. The fact that she can do all these things on her own, and she used to, we used to have to come home and do homework, it's like, okay, we gotta get your homework done. She's like, oh, Dad, I don't want to do it. Do we have to? It's like, I don't really want to. And now, even if it's like, Daddy, I'm reading, I don't want to do my homework, it's like, come on, let's do your homework. She's like, okay. She comes, we do her homework, and she's locked in and focused. And even if she's having trouble, and I'm like, you know what, maybe we should take a break. She's like, no, I can do this. I can get through this. I can do it. And it's that confidence that she's gotten over the last 2 years because of the things that she's learned at Stowell. There's nothing she's doing here that's specifically academic. What I love the most about Stowell is that they're not trying to teach her how to do math. They're not trying to teach her how to read. They're not trying to teach her how to get the right answer. It's all about the process, and it's all about the fundamentals of how do we listen to these things? How do we break down the problem? How do we approach what's going on? And it's not tutoring. It's learning how to think and how to get around her impediments. And from that foundation, she's able to then go out and read on her own because she has the tools. If it wasn't for Stowell, she would not be anywhere near where she is today. And if you had told me 2 years ago when she was in first grade that she would have reached this level of accomplishment now, I just said, like, I don't care how much it costs. I mean, I'll give you $1 million, please help her. And that's really what it came down to. And so we took that leap of faith, and we've seen that level of success. And honestly, I couldn't be happier. So thank you.